Elegant people don't argue. They just leave. Yeah, debate. No TED Talk. No, me explain one more time. They just exit. Calmly, gracefully. Their piece has a VIP pass, and chaos didn't make the guest list. Picture this. Someone raises their voice, ready for drama, and you're already halfway to the door like, oh, we're doing noise today? My genre. No clapping back. No paragraphs. No Olympic level over-explaining. Just a quiet, confident, I'm not available for this episode. Meanwhile, most people, they stay. They stay in conversations that feel like a group project. Nobody prepared for. They stay explaining themselves like they're on trial, with zero evidence being accepted. Heated argument? You're there. Let me just clarify one more thing. You're still there. Awkward silence after disrespect? Oh, you've set up camp. Be honest, you've turned a 2-minute nonsense situation into a full documentary series. You're typing paragraphs, delete, retyping. Meanwhile, the other person is relaxed, hydrated, and not even reading properly. And you're thinking, if I just explain it better, they'll understand. Understand what? They already decided not to. At some point, it's not communication, it's auditioning for people who didn't even cast you. Elegant people? They don't do auditions. They see confusion, disrespect, unnecessary drama, and they treat it like a bad Wi-Fi signal disconnect immediately. No announcement, no speech, no final warning. Just gone. Peace intact. Energy preserved. If this made you laugh and feel exposed a little, good. Oh, something with it. Like this video, share it with someone who argues too much, and subscribe because clearly, we need to upgrade your standards together. Elegance isn't how you dress, it's what you tolerate. Pause. Let that land properly because some of you thought elegance was just wearing black and walking slowly like you're in a perfume advert. No, that's aesthetic. That's lighting. That's vibes. Real elegance? It's behavioral. It's the ability to look at nonsense and not entertain it. Because you can wear the most expensive outfit in the room. But if you're still arguing with people who have the emotional intelligence of a broken calculator, congratulations, you're just well-dressed stress. Elegant people don't prove points. They protect peace. They don't raise their voice. They raise their standards, and suddenly, certain situations can't reach them anymore. And here's where it gets funny. Chaos is always available. Always. Drama has 24/7 customer service. No closing hours. You can walk into it anytime. But elegant people, they treat chaos like spam calls. They don't pick up. They don't call back. They don't even listen to the voicemail because they already know nothing valuable is coming from that number. Low tolerance for chaos doesn't mean you're cold. It means you're clear. Clear about your time. Clear about your energy. Clear about what? You're no longer willing to entertain just to seem nice. Because let's be honest, some of you are not nice. You're just available for nonsense. And elegance? It's quietly unavailable. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't argue its case. It just removes access. And suddenly, life feels lighter. Not because problems disappeared, but because you finally stopped inviting them in. Loud arguments? They exit. Not dramatically, no door slamming, no speech. Just a quiet, this meeting could have been an email, and they're gone. Disrespect. They disengage. No, let me correct you. No, do you know who I am? They just remove access like, oh, you've lost privileges, congratulations. Drama? They don't attend. You won't catch them in front row seats of chaos like it's a live concert. If there's confusion, shouting, unnecessary tea or Sean, they treat it like expired milk. Why are we still here? Confusion? They don't chase clarity, they create distance. Because if someone is consistently confusing you, that's not a puzzle to solve. That's a sign to leave. Now watch this. Over-explaining? They don't do TED Talks for people committed to misunderstanding them. Passive-aggressive energy? They don't decode it like it's a secret message. They ignore it like it never applied. Disorganized environments? They don't manage somehow. They adjust or remove themselves. Fake urgency? They don't panic. They move like, if it's truly important, It won't require chaos to prove it. And the funniest part, while everyone else is reacting, explaining, defending, stressing, they look calm, almost suspiciously calm. People will even ask, "Why are you so quiet?" And they're thinking, because I'm not about to lower my standards to match this situation. Elegant people don't win arguments, they win peace. And sometimes, the most powerful response is simply deciding, this isn't for me, and meaning it. If you keep explaining yourself to people who don't respect you, that's not patience, that's low standards. Yeah, that one didn't whisper, it sat down and made eye contact. Because let's be honest, some of you are not communicating. You're campaigning. You've turned one simple point into a full press conference. Slides, examples, emotional support, bonus explanation, and a closing statement. And the other person? I'm still confused. Not because they can't understand, but because they've already decided not to. But you're hopeful. Maybe if I say it softer, maybe if I explain it better, maybe if I send one more paragraph. One more paragraph. At this point, you're writing a novel for someone who doesn't even read captions. Let's call it what it is. You're not being patient, you're being available for disrespect. Because patience is calm, confident, and grounded. This is you doing customer service for someone who never bought anything. And here's the twist. The more you over-explain, the less serious you look. Why? Because people respect what doesn't need constant validation. Elegant people don't chase understanding. They present themselves once, clearly, and if it's not received, they don't repeat. They retreat. Not out of ego, but out of self-respect. Because explaining yourself over and over to someone who doesn't value you is like knocking on a door that clearly says, closed, and still asking, are you sure? Yes, they're sure. The real question is, why are you still standing there? The moment I stopped trying to win every conversation, I started winning my peace. No fireworks, no dramatic soundtrack, just a quiet realization like, wait, why am I arguing like there's a trophy at the end? Before, oh, I was committed, debating like my life depended on it. Tone, serious, energy, exhausted, face, it looks like I pay rent in Stress City. I had receipts, screenshots, timestamps. If arguing was a sport, I was training for the Olympics. And what did I win? Headaches, confusion, and a gold medal in still not understood. Because here's the truth. You can win the argument and still lose your peace. Day tried something revolutionary. I stopped. Mid-conversation, I just thought, what if I don't prove anything today? Scary, right? Someone said something wrong, and instead of correcting them like a human, Google, I just looked, nodded, and mentally clocked out. No long explanation, no emotional speech, just a calm, quiet, okay, and suddenly, my life got suspiciously peaceful. No back and forth. No overthinking at 2 a.m. No replaying conversations like it's a movie I didn't enjoy. Before, loud, reactive, always explaining. After, calm, selective, slightly unavailable, and thriving. And the funniest part, the same people who love arguing with me suddenly had nothing to say. Because peace doesn't argue, it exits. Turns out, silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. Alright, enough storytelling. Let's get practical before you go back to arguing like it's cardio. Start walking away from disrespect, over-explaining, situations that drain you. Simple list, dangerous impact. Let's start with disrespect, not the loud, obvious kind. That one is easy. I'm talking about the subtle nonsense. The late replies with attitude. The jokes that somehow always land on you. The tone that makes you feel small, but you're still there like, maybe I'm overthinking. You're not. You're underreacting. Next, over-explaining. Please, retire from that job. You are not a customer care agent for people committed to misunderstanding you. One clear explanation is enough. Anything after that, you're just repeating yourself with better grammar. And now, situations that drain you. You know, the ones where your energy drops the moment you enter, where you leave feeling like you need a nap, a snack, and a new personality. Why are you still attending those? Let's upgrade your response. Silence. It's a decision. It's not awkward, not weak. strategic. Distance is power, not pride, not attitude, protection. You don't need to argue your way out of everything. Strongest move is simply being there. Imagine how peaceful your life would be if you stopped reacting to everything like it's your responsibility. Not every message needs a reply. Not every situation needs your presence. Not every person deserves access. So the next time something feels off, don't explain, don't argue, don't convince, just exit. Not everything deserves your reaction, some things deserve your absence. Yeah, sit with that, don't rush it. Your piece has been waiting for this sentence. Because right now, some of you are reacting to everything like it's your full-time job. Notification, react, comment, react, side-eye, react. Someone breathes wrong? You're already drafting a response. At this point, your energy has a subscription plan, and everybody is enjoying premium access for free. Let's be honest. Half the things you react to don't even deserve your attention, but you're out here giving them a full performance. Paragraphs, voice notes, emotional speeches. For what? For people who read halfway and replied, lol. Exactly. Elegant people? They don't perform. They don't react like everything is urgent. They don't treat every situation like it's a debate championship. They assess, and they decide. Is this worth my energy? If the answer is no, silence, distance, absence. Because absence is loud. Absence makes a statement without raising your voice. Absence protects your peace without needing permission. Meanwhile, overreacting? That just invites more nonsense. You're basically telling chaos, hello, yes, I'm available. Please continue. No, some things don't need your explanation. They need your disappearance. Rude. It's not dramatic. It's just unavailable. And suddenly, life feels lighter, quieter, more controlled. Because you finally stopped reacting and started choosing. And that right there, that's power. So no. Elegant people don't fight for attention. Let's clear that up, because some of you are in situations doing full gymnastics for basic respect. Texting first, double texting, triple texting. At this point, you're hosting a one-person conversation and still losing. Elegant people? They're not chasing attention like it's a limited time discount. They walk away from what doesn't deserve them. No announcement, no dramatic speech. No, this is my final warning, like you're closing a chapter in a novel nobody asked for. Just a quiet, confident exit. Because when something doesn't value you, staying doesn't prove loyalty, it proves availability. And let's be honest, some of you are too available. Available for nonsense. Available for confusion. Available for people who treat effort like it's optional. Elegant people? Unavailable. Not because they're proud, but because they're clear. Clear about their worth. Clear about their peace. Clear about the fact that not everything deserves access to them. And the funny part, the moment you stop chasing, people start noticing. The moment you stop explaining, people start wondering. The moment you walk away, everything that truly matters starts aligning. So, yeah, no fighting for attention. No begging to be understood. No performing for people who already decided not to see you. Just standards, quiet, firm, and slightly intimidating. Now listen carefully. If this made you laugh, pause, or feel a little exposed, good. Watch this again. Because the first time, you heard it. The second time, you might actually change.